Hey, welcome back to Rob's Garage Woodworking. Today I've got another product sent to me by Sansi, and this is a security light with a camera. So it came packaged like this in a cardboard box. You open the box, then it has another cardboard box, and inside the cardboard box, here, let's open this up and let you have a good look. You open it up, it's got the gasket to seal around the electrical box. This one's called the Sansi Stellar Cam. Okay. Then it comes with the VIP card. Alright. And then inside the box we have some foam packaging. Now, foam packaging isn't my favorite. I prefer just cardboard, and that way it's easily recycled. And that comes with all the hardware that you need. It's all there, including the Marettes, which is great. Oops. Oh. Sorry, I already opened this. So inside the box was this bag of hardware. And then here's how the camera was packaged, right? The camera light. So it's really well packaged, well protected. Once again, it would be better, in my opinion, if it was cardboard. So we'll pull this out. That's what it looks like at the back. Let's pull this off. Nothing else in the box. You can see the camera here. You can see the lights. Those are what the lights look like. There's two of those. And then the back here, which has your wiring. Alright, and that's about it there. So, if you look closely here, you can see you can adjust these. Now, there's a cap over them. So, see it better here. So there's a cap over this. You can tighten and loosen this off. So what you can do is you can articulate these, and you can articulate them this way. You can turn them around. So that way you can get the lights aimed where you want it. And the same with the camera. The camera you can articulate as well. Okay. They can move around quite a bit. Alright. So the reason that it's important to be able to articulate the lights in the camera is because depending on where you want your camera to focus and where you want your lights to focus, obviously, but secondly, your mount, right? You can have this wall mounted or you can have it ceiling mounted. And suddenly when you ceiling mount it, it doesn't make any sense unless you articulate everything, move it around so that your camera is in the right spot, and so your lights are in the right spot. So it's important to have these articulating features, and not every light comes with these. So look at that before you buy it. Make sure that these things can move all the way around. All right, very, very important. Okay, so let's just run through the specs here. First, the Stellar is an intelligent security light system. With a mobile phone, the users can control the light and the camera. It gives you motion alerts. It gives you HD live video with voice calls, smart light control, and high capacity video storage. So that's cool. One app does everything. Set up the motion sensor, watch over your home, sound the siren, control the light, schedule your lighting. Instant motion notifications, adjust the resolution of the video, infrared night camera, manage your videos, and of course the light is weather resistant, and that goes without saying. Works with Apple and Android. Does not support 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. Okay. It's 36 watts. The lights are 36 watts. And that's all that the box says. Alright, so I'm going to go install this. Basically, you take your white wire and your Marettes, you put your white to the white, the black to the black, the green to the green, right? Or green to ground, if you have to ground it to your box. And that's pretty much it. And then there's a screw that goes through the middle here that mounts the box. This fits on an octagon box, so you'd put this in on your octagon box. You put your wires in for the light, and then the screw goes through the light here, into this plate in the back. Okay, so really simple install. The instructions are all here. The instructions are all here. They're pretty easy to follow. I'm going to install that. We're going to download the app and we're going to have some fun. Alright, so here's my old Sansi light, which I'm replacing with this new one with the camera, which is up and it's aimed and the power's on, and it told me that it needed to be configured, so that's kind of funny. So anyway, I gotta go download the program and see what happens. So down here at the bottom, this little pod there, that is the motion sensor, and then that is the camera. You can see it's red, so it should be it's flashing red, so it should be on. Then above the camera is a little speaker, and then there's a little antenna. Alright, so the camera light works pretty cool. There's a few things that you can do with it. You can turn off and on the lights. You can control it all from your phone app. So you have your phone app here. You can turn off the lights and turn them on. There you go, off and on. You can turn on the siren. It's not very loud, but you know. Anyway, but it has that. And then you can actually talk to the person. So I'm going to get my wife to talk to me here. You can,
Rob, talking now. Can you hear me? Hello?
I can, but I can hear you, but it's choppy. Try it. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you what the app looks like, alright, and just walk you through a couple of things. To set it up, it's really self-explanatory. Just follow the steps. Okay, so if you're having problems setting it up initially, make sure that your Wi-Fi signal is making it to the light. So sometimes your router might be too far away from the light, and your Wi-Fi signal is required by the light. So make sure that that signal strength is strong enough to reach where the light is. Alright, so it says My Devices, right? And then in your front yard, you have your setup. So when you set it up initially, you press here. Find out, or after it's all set up, then you see the motion alerts here. And we'll show you just the different alerts that went on. So you press front yard, and you can control the siren, the motion alerts. You can turn that off and on. You can turn your lights off or on. Live view, you press that. It shows you the live view of your yard. Device health just tells you, just weird information that you don't really need. Event history, motion settings, so you can change your motion settings, you can change your light settings. And turn that light off again. Event history. And you could look on the date. So right now it's January the 7th. And you could scroll through on January the 7th and see the events for that date. Or you can look on the 5th and see the events for that date. So it's pretty simple. And then your live view. You can turn the light on. Light goes on. And then you can see your live view there. Alright, pretty simple. Turn the light off. And you can see in the dark with this camera. It's pretty neat. Oh, also it says on this standard definition, you can switch over to high definition, but I can never get it to stay on high definition. Alright, so my final thoughts on the Sansi Stellar Cam security light camera. It's got great light output. It's 3600 lumens. It's got 2 spotlights, so you can focus them in different directions, which is perfect for my application. It's easy to install. It's easy to set up. They have an app that's free and also very easy to use. You can articulate the lights, the camera, and the sensors to almost any desired position, which once again, I have a difficult mount, so that was very important to me, and it works really well. You can control the sensor sensitivity from high to low, and then there's 3 sensor zones, so you can select which zones you want your sensors to trigger on, and that'll trigger your light and your camera. The camera is very good quality. It records video and sound, which is neat. You can schedule your camera lights and you can schedule the camera and lights to be off or on at any time you want. There's 2 schedules, one for the camera, one for the lights. It has a live video function, and you can control it on your app. And you can control your lights, your siren. It also features an intercom, so you can talk to somebody. And it has motion alerts that will go right to your phone. So I'll be at work and my phone will buzz, and I know that something's going on, whether there's a rabbit in the driveway or somebody, is coming to the house. It has 16 gigabytes of memory, which is roughly 70 hours of recording time, and you can download the video if you want, especially if you have like a robbery or something like that. You want to be able to download it, and you can with this, which is really good. You can select videos to delete if you wish, but it will just re-record over the old data, right? So you don't really have to bother with that, which is nice. Now, the cons. Every product has good parts and bad parts. This is no different. In this particular one, there's no dusk till dawn feature. And I really like the dusk till dawn feature that way because of, daylight savings times and stuff like that. And in the summertime, it's lighter longer. In the wintertime, it's darker earlier. I would like it just to be automatic, just has a light sensor on it. And then if it gets triggered, the light turns on, great. But it doesn't have that, so you have to schedule it. Not a big deal, but it's just nicer if it had a dusk till dawn feature. The sensor is super sensitive. Even on the lowest sensitivity setting, it picks up when it snows. So like, whenever it starts snowing, my lights turn on, my camera turns on. It picks up everything. You don't have to worry about somebody sneaking up to your house. If it's going to catch a snowflake, that'll catch the person. But anyway, it always turns on with that, which is kind of funny. Now, it has a siren, but the siren is quiet. And it's not really scary, but it's better than nothing. So, and the only time the siren goes on is you have to turn it on. So it's not going to come on automatically. You have to hit the siren button. Okay, and then the intercom feature, which is a pretty cool feature, but it's kind of spotty, and there's a delay, obviously, because you're working over the internet and Wi-Fi and everything. And then the voices seem to cut in and out. So I tried it with the wife, and whenever she talked, it would be like a cycle, like off and on, off and on, off and on. So it was hard to catch what she was saying. So there's also an HD function on the camera. And the camera in standard definition is quite good, and the HD function's even better, but I couldn't get it to stay on HD. It always reverts back to standard definition, and there was no real way to override that. So overall, it's a good product. It works well. It does what it's intended to do. I'm sure Sansi over time will improve the product. So that the intercom is better and the siren is louder in future generations. I can't wait to see what they're going to come up with next, because they've got some pretty cool stuff. So, it's not perfect, but it's really good. And I really like it, and I'm glad that they selected me to send me this stuff, because I'm pretty happy with it. So, and I think the cost on this is $230 Canadian. So I lucked out that way. Because I got this one for free. So that was nice. But overall, it's a good product, and I would recommend it. I haven't done any research on any other products, so I don't know where it stands in regards to them. So I hope you found this review helpful. I know how hard it can be to make a decision in something online, or when you're in the store and you're comparing, A to B. Unfortunately, I don't have any other products to compare this to. I just have the one. But I have used it for, like I said, about 4 or 5 months now. And, with the pros and cons, it should give you a pretty accurate picture of what it's truly like to own. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to subscribe, please do so. If you would like to be notified, you have to click on the little bell there of any new videos that come out, and then, it'll pop up on your email and on your YouTube. So, anyway, that's about it. Overall, it's a good product. It works well. I like it. Would I recommend it? Yeah, it cost, I think, $230 Canadian. All right, anyway, thanks for watching. Cheers.